Double blades like missiles around every corner, lurking where you can't see. Every bill, every task, every challenge, let's get some rest. Light it up, let the world dissolve. Dabbers roar with an echoing glow, let the night evolve. It's a Greenville night tonight. There is good and bad. Track the law, take a drag. That fire's raw. The air is thick of clouds. It's a Greenville night tonight. Strain history from Prof.Grass. What are you smoking down to the last? Every call to the age is a draw of the times. It's a Greenville night tonight. Tune it out, let the static hum. Feel the rhythm, let the numbness come. Fading fast, seeing green. Smoke so high like you out. It's a Greenville night tonight. There is good and bad. Track the law, take a drag. That fire's raw. The air is thick of clouds. It's a Greenville night tonight. Thanks for watching. Let the world dissolve, dabbers roar with an echoing glow. Let the night evolve. Let the night evolve, let the night evolve. It's a Greenville night tonight. There is good and bad. Track the law, take a drag. That fire's raw. The air is thick of clouds. It's a Greenville night tonight. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to the Professor Grass channel. I am Professor Grass, and today I've got a special show planned out, sculpted out just for you guys. I have a time traveler with us today, Mr. Jon Titor from the Third Rail. How's it going, John?
Hello. How's it going, Professor Grass? Doing well. How is your night so far?
My night's doing great so far. Let me do a little bit of adjusting here. I thought I had a couple button clicks away, but I goofed.
No worries.
Why am I not seeing you? Ah, there we go.
There I am.
There, fixed it. All right, so first off, thank you for coming on. This is a small time show.
I'm glad to be here.
We have fucking fun here.
Well, I'm a small time guy, so I'm not sweating it.
Well, hell yeah, homie. So I have you on tonight because you said that you used to work in the cannabis industry, and what specifically was your job in that?
My job in the industry was I was the extraction engineer. So I made dabs of all different types, all we did vape carts, and we had another company that we would process to send our shit to process for extracting the terpenes off of our bud. And then for the vape carts, we would like combine the terpenes back into the vape cart, so it was like the actual flavors from the actual bud that we processed instead of like the artificial stuff that everyone else was doing. But mainly I did more dabs than anything, like a lot of live resins. And in the early days, people were all big on shatter, but honestly, that was like the lame stuff, if you ask me, because it didn't really have much flavor. We did like some there was like some more sappy, terpy stuff that was just so tasty, like really, really good. So mainly I would just run everything through this thing called a closed loop machine,
Okay.
which basically it runs it was a combo of propane and butane through the buds
Okay.
in like
Yeah.
a cold jacketed -60 degree, like, I mean, this is like some science lab shit. Like
Oh
if you
yeah,
saw the
dude.
machinery, you would
Yeah, I seen a
flip
couple
out.
of, like I was mentioning before we went live. Whenever I went to my local dispensary to meet John Belushi, Jim Belushi. Shit, it would have been cool if it was John Belushi too. But Jim Belushi. That there was a couple of industry people telling me about the machines they were using. They showed a couple pictures of like this like roller type thing. They were doing like water extract, but it was like industrial water
Yeah.
extract. That shit was wild.
Yeah, the water is a different kind of extract. It definitely, I mean, unless they further process it afterwards, but the problem with that is like you lose the flavors. Uh, on most on the butane stuff, you lose the flavors. It keeps everything intact.
Yeah.
But for most like repurification, like there's also like several step processings. Like they'll get uh all the trichomes off with water, right? And make like a hash out of it. And then maybe they'll do something else to like further purify it. It'll end up losing anytime you add heat to the equation, it ends up losing the flavors, and that sucks because the
Yeah.
flavors honestly is like
Isn't
a
it
big
just
part
okay?
of
So,
what
like,
makes
the
it
whole
great.
process, just correct me if I'm wrong here, is like what you're trying to do to the buds is just chip off all of the trichome crystals and put all those crystals in terps into a little fucking spot, right? That's kind of what you're
Effectively,
doing.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Like
that's what you're trying to
the
do.
stuff that I would do, like if you've I know you said you've gone to the dispensary, like all the dabs, the different types of dabs, those were the main thing that I did.
Hmm.
But we also did vape carts and stuff. But there's other people that focus on like different types of non-extract hash with like not chemically extracted. Um
Those
some of those can
that's
be
what I'm
really good.
interested
Like
in right there, like the all natural shit. That's kind of cool.
uh, yeah, that stuff honestly it's never as pure. It's never tastes as clean because with the butane and propane extracts, we use a vacuum oven and we pull out like to the point where it's not detectable the amount of trace uh
Uh, butane and stuff.
remaining
Yeah.
hydrocarbons. Yeah.
And that's the thing
Yeah,
too.
we had to get
At
all the
least
shit
you
tested.
guys are just using fucking butane and not like super harsh chemicals and shit. You know, like butane's fine, but
Yeah.
like also heard of people like blasting radiation. Do you know anything about that? Blasting radiation on buds to clean them or something?
No.
That is some stupid
I have
shit, right?
That's new.
Uh,
That
I
sounds crazy.
I found out something about that during the green pill on one of these green pills. I did a little research and found that out. And then also a lady that sells seeds in my local area said that they used to use cannabis to suck up radiation pools and clean up the area. I did not know that was a
Oh wow.
fucking thing, but apparently it is because
No, I've
cannabis plants are just super resilient and fucking grow in anything almost.
pretty much, yeah. I mean, they're a weed effectively. Like I don't know if that's where the the slang weed comes from, but
Yeah.
they are a weed. They'll grow. Like you don't really have to do much now to get them to be beautiful, delicious
Oh,
buds.
dude,
It takes
yeah.
a lot more than just letting them grow, but they will grow, and like hemp, especially like the male plants, for sure grow wild if they get seeded out there for sure.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing too about males, they'll just fucking pollinate the fuck out of everything.
Yeah.
Professional list here, super professional show. What is your favorite cannabis? And I mean that in the sense of hybrid, like ruderalis, fucking sativa, indica. What's your game?
I tend to like hybrids. Really potent sativas can be fun,
Right.
but they tend to like throw my ADHD into like mad overdrive. Um, so I do tend to like hybrids. Hybrids are like a perfect mix of just like I'm feeling good. I can still look around and be aware of what's around me and talk to
Right?
people,
Yeah, I'm slowly
and
starting to
and I'm
figure
not
that one
just sitting
out.
on a couch
I'm slowly
because
figuring
the
that one out,
indicas,
man.
yeah, the indicas will knock me out like completely. So I don't really like to deal with that. And the sativas are just a little too like mind fucky, to be
Yeah.
honest. But hybrids are definitely like
And they're
if I
so flavorful,
like we
you
like we were
know?
talking about when you first asked me the questions, like hybrids are a good walking around strain,
Yes.
walking around, but
Yes, it's
like you can
the
smoke, you can still function.
it's the dab pen that you have on you that should be a hybrid or at least like a sativa dominant like 60/40 split or something, like that's what I always kind of recommend to
Yeah,
people kind of thing, Um
yeah,
next question
definite.
here really quick is in the weed industry, I've heard and seen videos and all this other stuff of people like throwing away weed product, not just buds, because buds, you'll sell them even down to the popcorn, but like, why the fuck are they throwing out all the goddamn trim? I've made some badass butter with some trim, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
we process it. Like
good.
when I was out there, we would process it. So we would have our dabs that we would make out of the buds, which is like the most flavorful.
Oh,
Uh,
oh
potency doesn't matter because you're extracting everything, so the potency is always going to be good.
yeah,
But
you
when you
want to
do it with
get
the
the
buds, it's
terps,
like super flavorful. And then with the trim, we would also process that. Obviously, it's a lower cost good because it's not as flavorful, and the color comes out a little darker just because it's the trim. It's been sitting around for a while,
right?
um, and so that those we would still process is still perfectly good to make
That's
dabs
what
out
I
of
was thinking,
or
and
vape cartridges.
I was sitting there watching it, and I think it was out of California, but it was I can't remember the guy's name, and I feel super professional remembering nothing. But there was this guy on YouTube that does cannabis stuff, and he was talking about like waste in the cannabis industry, and they were throwing away like fucking bagfuls of shake, and I'm like, dude, I
Yeah, no, that's
I would
ridiculous.
I'd be pulling sugar leaves out of there and rolling some joints like straight up. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. I mean, we were at a point where our grows weren't enough for us to process. The demand for our process stuff was a lot higher than we could grow. So we would have to go out and get stuff and
Hell yeah.
trim, and especially like the small buds. Those are like the best things for processing just because of the price, the cost effectiveness of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because you could just get rid of a bunch of small buds that people don't really, for some reason, don't really want to buy. They still weigh the same, right? That was my next question, actually. What's the deal with popcorn buds and why are they always on sale? If, like, they're just underdeveloped little buds, but they'll get you high. I mean, it's not going to be as potent as like your top of the shelf buds, but like there's not too big of a gap, right?
No, it's just the smaller buds. It's honestly, it's pretty much the same, to be
That's what I
honest. Like
thought.
I people just like to see a giant nug. I
Yeah, I
think
kind
that's
of get
really what
that.
it boils down to.
I think I can kind of get that
Because yeah, I
because
mean, I've smoked it all from small. I've even smoked, the close trim. Uh, Smalls are just as good as buds.
hell yeah, dude. Hell
I
yeah.
don't buy anyone that tells me any different.
See, that's the thing. I was confused about
But
that
yeah,
first time I went to the dispensary. They were like, "Oh yeah, we got these buds on sale. They're popcorn buds," and I'm like, "The fuck does that mean? They're small?" And they're like, "Yeah, they're small." And I'm like, "They weigh the same though, right? Like they're gonna put it on a
yeah.
scale, like."
Uh, hon Honestly, you're probably getting more just because 'cause you're not getting any stems, like, running through the giant bud that
That
everyone
too.
wants.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, you're kind of
Yeah.
getting a deal off of that. Um,
I mean,
so
I don't know
what
how they are in
is
your area, but they're usually, like, half price too.
Yeah, dude, it's like cheaper, and that's kind of the deal. Whenever I started my channel, I have cannabis reviews that I do too, but I haven't done one in a while because YouTube kept fucking striking me. So I'm just waiting for it to get rescheduled so I can start doing them again. But freaking
I mean, you can always do them on Rumble.
that's the thing too. I did a couple of exclusives on Rumble too, but the um the cannabis fucking oh, it's so stupid on YouTube. Oh my god. Like there was the guy that I fucking mentioned earlier, and I can't remember his name. He was like, dude, I had to delete my channel basically. He like deleted all of his content and then just like re-uploaded until they like to figure out where the line was, you know? Uh and it
Yeah.
also kind of leads into my next question. You cover politics on the third rail. Uh
Yep.
what is the third rail?
The third rail, it's a metaphor. It's basically like on a subway, the third rail is the electrified one that you can't touch. So,
Oh,
whenever
okay.
you hear anyone talk about, like, a third rail topic, it's like a common saying you'll hear in the politics world. That's just like a thing that you're not supposed to talk about. And I mean, I started out as a conspiracy guy, mainly, like, not even I hate both sides for the most part.
Hell yeah. Here,
Kind of
here.
liked Trump,
Fuck the
but now
politicians.
Trump sucks again. But when you're into the conspiracy stuff, it's like, okay, but it kind of all leads to the politics. So that's kind of how I got into the politics stuff.
Right.
And yeah, third rail because I'll talk about anything. I don't care if it's an
Hell yeah.
uncomfortable topic, even better because that's what I like.
Hell yeah, dude. Don't ever let anybody fucking tell you what the fuck you can or cannot talk about. Because if they are, that means they kind of want to silence you because they don't like what you're saying,
Oh, of course.
you know? And that's some
Yeah.
horse shit. That's some commie shit. We don't like that around here.
No, I definitely don't. I'm all about the free speech and I'm not gonna I don't care. If I have something that's too hot for YouTube, I'll just do a Rumble stream or
Fuck
an
yeah.
X stream or whatever. I don't care about that.
Hell yeah, dude. So just a question, what is, if any, big no-no in the vape making and dab making industry? Like what is something that is frowned upon,
Well,
if anything?
back when I was out there, it was still very wild, wild west. Like there so in California at the time, you were allowed to own dabs, you were allowed to buy dabs, you were allowed to sell dabs. But the creation process, you weren't allowed to do because the chemical extraction and it it fell under some weird like meth laws,
Oh, what?
meth production laws. Yeah. So it's very gray area. Some counties were lenient on it. Some counties you could get they started setting up regulations where you could like buy a license if you had a facility that was good to do it.
Oh
And
wow.
a lot of places it was just straight up illegal. Like the whole state of California is crazy because every county has their own actually it can be as fine grain as any city can have their own different laws. Like in one city you could maybe grow like 6 plants on your prescription. In another city you can actually get other people's prescriptions and grow for them on their behalf.
Oh,
And
what the
in other
fuck?
counties like Humboldt County,
That's
yeah,
kind of
in
cool.
Humboldt County, you could grow, I think it was like 99 plants per per prescription or something. I don't know. It was like some
Ooh,
insane number. I
hell yeah.
I was in another county uh east of Humboldt, which was a little more restricted, but we were kind of outlaws.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's such a like desolate, not desolate, but like very sparsely populated area, and like a lot of the houses are up in mountains, and like no one has any business going anywhere near your property, so they're not really coming looking for you, you know?
Hell yeah, dude.
The
That's the way you do it. You just fucking out in the
Yeah,
sticks and growing some fucking pot, man. Like hell yeah.
yeah, the
Go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say the they would send helicopters looking for stuff, but it wasn't for stuff like what we were doing. It's like there's like some Asian gangs in Northern California that grow like deep in the mountains, like ridiculous huge like cartel style grows, and that's what they were after. Not
Oh,
not people like us.
so
We were small potatoes with our like 60
right.
plants.
We're just over here growing our pod, not like these fucking Chinamen over here fucking growing some big fuckers. um, so just another small little weird question or whatever, but uh, you already answered that one. Hang on. What brand did you work for? If you can mention it, I don't want to fucking blow
Yeah,
up
of
anybody's
course.
spot or anything.
No, no, they're all legal now. It was called Gold Drop. Um,
Okay.
you can find them on Instagram. I believe it's Gold Drop CA, I believe is the Instagram tag. I don't work there anymore. I'm back in Miami now, but
Yeah.
I mean it's a good friend of mine
Hmm.
that I used to work for. He went out from Miami to California to do it, and then I was like, I don't have shit to do. Fuck it. I'll go be an outlaw for a while.
Hell yeah. What's the worst strain that you've ever smoked?
There's one okay, I'm not the type that gets like paranoid when I smoke at all. And there was one strain. It was called Cinderella 99. It was a
Yep.
hybrid, but it was like an extreme sativa hybrid. I wouldn't feel high, but I would feel not that I would
Anxious,
feel paranoid,
like in
but
your
like
fucking gut. I had the fuck
it
same
I
kind of
would just
thing. Oh.
see everything. I would feel like I would see, you know, the mosquitoes flying around, or like every little movement of every little thing. It
Oh.
just slowed everything down in that weird way, and it just kind of it didn't make me paranoid, but it's like if I smoke any more of this or I ate an edible of this, I would be so fucking
Oh
paranoid.
my god, yeah,
Like,
dude. Imagine eating an
yeah.
edible of that and fucking watching the wall. Like, God.
Oh god, no. Yeah, it would not be fun. I couldn't really sit still on it. I smoked it twice because the first time I was like, maybe I just was having a weird day. And the second time I was like, nope, I'm never touching this shit again.
Yeah,
That it was just I didn't even feel high.
it was Cinderella, I believe it was, that I had smoked too. It was a Cinderella cross though, and I don't remember what it was crossed with, but it was crossed with something else. And I was like, "Oh, I hate that." Like it fucking didn't get me high. My head fucking hurt, and then like my gut just like it just felt off, you know? And I've only felt
Yep.
that off feeling one time, and that was when I was on mushrooms. And I was like, that's fucking weird. I guess I'm just really paranoid right now.
And you didn't get the good feeling of the mushrooms either, so
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't even get the fucking good high on the mushrooms either. Like, I mean, the mushrooms were fine, but like that weed strain didn't even give me the good high or nothing.
yeah.
Um.
Yeah, that one I
Oh,
hated.
this is a
That's the only
retarded.
strain I would say I was bad.
Yeah,
Like, it was just bad to me.
and that's the thing too. Nobody wants to feel like that. I don't think anybody wants to really feel fucking like that. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. But I got a
Definite.
dumb, stupid question. And if not all of these questions are super stupid, but why isn't vapes just wax? Is what I put down. That's the exact dumb question I put down. But seriously, why is it that vapes have to be more like oily? I
Liquefied?
guess. Yeah. Why can't it just be like
Well, so
wax?
for the most part, the vapes now, or from the time I left to the ones that I've seen recently, because I don't really smoke very often at all anymore, but I have friends that still do, and the ones I've seen, it's pretty much the same two types that were around when I was out there, which there is the what is it? Liquid nitro no, carbon CO2 extract, which
Okay.
is kind of looks pasty in the cartridge a little bit. It doesn't look good. It looks kind of waxy, to be honest, but and it didn't have any flavor. That was the bad thing about that. And then there was the other type, was called distillate, which is the liquidy oily stuff that you see.
Yep.
And then there's with distillate ones, if you ever see like a cheap plastic, um
Like disposable
like a
one.
cheap plastic cartridge. No, not disposable ones are all right. No, I mean like a cheap. Back in the day, there was only the screw-on types. There weren't even disposable ones. That was like
Yeah.
towards like
Okay, so you're talking about
2015, 16,
like those one cartridges that were like advertised as like
that you have to
cereal
have like a little
brands and shit
pen.
like that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So if you ever see a plastic one, stay away, because those are going to be cut with either vegetable glycerin or
See, I was wondering about that.
PEG, polyethylene glycol, and then there's another cutting agent that they call PG, but I don't remember what that one stands for. Um, and those I
Polyglycol
mean,
sounds terrible.
yeah, 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 it probably is very terrible. But it's actually, if I remember right, polyethylene glycol is like a couple of molecules away from radiator fluid or something like that. So, yeah, I would stay away from them, but not that I think that necessarily, vaping oil and coating your lungs in oil is probably too
The
much
best
better. And
either,
plus, I'm smoking a
yeah.
cigarette, so how much better is smoking a cigarette? But why take extra chances, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, so if you see that the cart is like glass and has metal in it, those are gonna be not cut, or they should be not cut.
Okay.
Cutting was a normal thing because back in the day, you didn't have, things advanced. We were at the very early days of the vape carts, so it got more advanced and got better to where we didn't have to cut it. But anyone still cutting it, that's a big no no.
You right?
Another big no no is you have to test the product, because there are certain, like before you run it, you have to test the product because there are um certain chemicals, not fertilizers, but the pesticides that are they don't leave no matter what you do. Like if you spray
Oh,
them
the
with that
forever
stuff,
chemicals.
it's yeah, yeah, like what's that big one? God, I can't think of the name right now. It's a big one that there was like a huge lawsuit. It's probably still ongoing.
Is it the same
Um
Roundup Ready corn shit?
yes, it's Roundup. It's Roundup.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh that
I can't
people
remember
were
what it's
using
called,
that
but
for a
yeah.
while, and the Roundup, that's the big one, but there's others I'm sure that are equally as bad. But the problem is if you spray it when you're doing flowers, you can spray to a certain point. And if you're doing any kind of outdoor grow, which most of the big growers do big outdoor grows, you're not going to be able to avoid some pests. It's just not
Yeah.
possible.
And that's the thing too.
Um
What's the worst thing that a fucking bug's gonna do to your cannabis plant? Like besides like eat a little bit of bud, like you just knock them fuckers off. That's what I do. I just knock them
yeah,
off.
there's
Get out of here.
there's they have like other natural predators that are predator bugs that hunt the bugs. It's an interesting thing.
Oh, dude,
But yeah,
yeah.
you can spray them to a
There's
certain
a whole
point,
cycle down there,
and then
man.
you have to stop.
The fucking
But
bug
some
eats the
people don't
plant, and then
stop.
the other bug eats the bug. It's fucking kick ass.
Yeah, after a certain point, you're not. I wasn't on the grow side, so I don't know the exact, like you're allowed to spray for like the first 2 weeks, or I don't know. I know that there's like a cutoff date where if you spray it past a certain point, it's getting into the flower, and then you've ruined the whole crop. Um,
Oh, so it just
and
like
back in the
goes
day,
it goes into the plant because
yeah,
like when you go to rinse it, right? Because you would rinse the roots out and then fucking take and trim it all, right? That's kind of how that works.
right,
So like
yeah,
you'd flush the system and everything. So that kind of makes sense that it would only get to a certain point, and then you'd flush the system and it wouldn't get into them buds. That's kind of cool. That's kind of science right there.
yeah.
Fuck.
But if you spray it past a certain point, though, there's nothing you can do. It's staying in the bud,
Yep.
and then you're smoking pesticides, whether it's an extract or bud. But at least if it's bud, it's like not as much. When you make a concentrate out of it,
Oh,
then it can
dude.
get scary.
Yeah, because then you're
Yeah.
amping up the
So
fucking pesticide too. Oh my god.
yeah,
Let's get the
you're
pure
concentrating the
extract
pesticide, exactly.
of that. Ugh. RFK
Yeah,
Jr. would be so
definitely.
pissed right now.
Well, here's the thing. Back when it was just medical in California, I went out there like end of 2013 ish, and it was only medical. It wasn't recreational yet. And back then, there was no fucking regulation on you
Oh
have to
no.
test anything. So there were certain dispensaries that required it, and those are like the nicer ones that buy a lot more. So since we were dealing with them, we were testing all of our shit anyway. And we would talk to the people at the lab, and they would say like there's a lot of people making a lot of dirty stuff.
Oh
It's like
no.
they would always hit us up to buy directly from us because they wanted to smoke our shit
Yeah, and
because
that's
we
how
had
you
like
get.
really really clean.
And that's the thing that Ray has even said it on his channel. That's how you get the cleanest Coke, man. You know, like that's how you get the best buds. You fucking send out your best buds that'll fucking please the customer, and they'll come back to you because you have the best, cleanest, like most fucking natural it can be without like, fucking it all up kind of thing, you know. Uh
Yeah,
two more questions. One,
as many as you want.
how many times do you get dumb stoners asking you dumb stoner questions?
No, I mean we didn't sell directly to the public, but we would go to events. Like so we would go to like
I figured there was
High Times
cons and
Cannabis
stuff.
Cup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in cups.
There's
Yeah.
Hemp Con, there's Cannabis Cup, there's the Emerald Cup, there's the Chalice Cup. Those were like the big ones. Uh, when we would go there, we would do booths, and I would like kind of just go to hang out
Hell yeah.
and eat shit and not really do much. I would work the booth like just giving people dabs and stuff too, but mostly I would just walk around and hang out with my buddy who was the owner of the place. And he would have a bunch of people attending the things, and we would kind of just go network and socialize and shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But
Just be like, here's this
yeah,
little
but
bag of weed.
at the cons we would run into them, but outside of the cons, not really. I mean, some of the people that we dealt with in the dispensaries were a little bit like stonery, but they were never like super like not the
Burnouts or
stereotype that
nothing.
you see like
Yeah.
in the movies of the stereotypical burnout, but walking past the main dispensary area to the back, I would definitely see a lot of those kinds of people for
Oh
sure, no doubt.
yeah. They're around, dude. They're still
Definitely.
around. They're fucking deadheads
Oh yeah,
coming back,
no.
man.
At the cons, they were all over. They were out in full force. It was kind of wild. Like it's just ridiculous. I mean, at the cons, we had a dab bar just set up where we had like 4 dab rigs, and anyone that wanted to come get a dab, we would give them a dab.
Oh,
And
kick
every
ass.
booth had something similar. So these people are just walking from station
Bar
to
to bar.
station, like
Damn right.
taking a dab at every. Yeah,
Oh my god, that sounds like
it's
heaven.
pretty.
I've never been to one of those. That
Yeah,
sounds fucking kick ass.
uh, honestly, I personally, I had to dab because I had to taste what we were making, make sure it was good,
Oh
and
yeah.
you know,
Can't sell it unless you know how it
I
tastes
hate
like.
dabs. I
Oh,
hate
you do?
dabs. It was
You
always
hate
too.
hitting them because they're too rough or something, or?
Yeah, I mean, I smoke cigarettes, and like I'll cough for 5
Fucking
minutes straight
yeah.
after taking a dab, and it's like not even enjoyable. And then also it's like I always call it the tolerance killer. Like right now I haven't
Yeah.
smoked in now I smoke like maybe once every 3-4 months, like not really too much. So when I do smoke, it's like 2 puffs and I'm blast off. Back
Yeah.
then it was like I was going through just in smokable that I would buy because we had a lot of cheap hookups and I could buy really cheap from our own stuff too. I was smoking an ounce a week in joints.
Oh my god.
Like just out of the stuff I was buying, not counting the freebies that I was given and the dabs that I would take, and the vape carts that I would get for free. Yeah, I
I
was,
wish I could
it,
do that.
and I wasn't even feeling stoned at that point anymore, to be honest. Though,
Oh
like now
no.
I take 2 puffs and I'm good. Back then I would smoke a whole joint to myself, and it was like I didn't even feel anything. I'm just doing it for the habit
Oh
at that point.
no. Yeah, that's not good. You can't just be completely soaked in weed all the time. That's not good.
Yeah,
I,
no,
I, I
it's not.
it's weird being Professor Grass, a fucking cartoon that is talking about weed on the YouTubes and stuff, and then being like, "Hey guys, maybe don't be smoking up all the goddamn weed." I'm literally over here like, maybe you don't need a 7 gram joint. Maybe that's not a thing you need. And you're
Man,
drowning it in dabs and all this other shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
we had I'm pretty sure Instagram is now pretty much they don't care about weed stuff anymore, but when we first started, like you would get to like a 1,000 followers and then boom, they nuke your page. And then we'd get to like 10,000 or 20,000 and they'd nuke our page. We had gone through like 4 or 5 pages at that point.
That's fucking
Um
nuts.
and but you would see people take like 2 gram dabs and it's like,
My God. Yeah,
do
dude,
you
the
even
lung buster. Have you ever
feel
seen
that
that?
anymore?
You
No,
ever seen
well,
that
they don't
video?
even cough. No, I haven't seen the lung
My
buster. You're gonna have
God.
to put it on.
I might have to look that up. There's this guy, and he did this challenge called the Lung Buster, and it's like 20 inches of doom or some goofy shit that he said on his video.
Oh my god.
And he's like, grabs this thing, and he does a huge fucking long, like, snake of a dab, and he just coughs for like 10 minutes straight. It's fucking rough.
Yeah, that's not I don't understand why people do that kind of stuff.
I don't
You're
know
just
either,
killing your
man.
tolerance at that point and wasting a whole lot of money because back then, like I don't know how much they are now. I know that they're a lot cheaper, but back when we were um when I was out there making them, like if you would go to the dispensary, it was like $40 for a half a gram of dabs.
Yep.
And if you bought the gram, it was maybe like 70-ish.
Hmm.
And people were just taking 2 gram dabs in one go, like
It's
just roll it into a
ridiculous, dude.
long like snake and then just right into the rig.
I don't see how people are doing that, man.
Yeah.
I could barely smoke moon rocks. And I remember when everybody was smoking moon rocks and everybody was like, "Oh, they're really cool. They're great." And I'm like, "How is it great when I have to clean my pipe out every time I want to take a hit? Like, how
Oh
the fuck
yeah,
is that
and not
great?"
only that, but it doesn't you can't roll a joint with them because they don't
No,
stay
you
lit.
can't.
And
You
you
need
have to like you're
torches.
gonna yes, if you don't have a torch, you learn like I did that you're gonna burn your finger on your lighter trying to keep that
Yep.
bowl lit.
Yep, exactly. I've done the same thing. You get that fucking whelp, and then you go to light something else, and you're like, "Fuck!" I know exactly what you're talking about. The Bic blister.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. The big smiley face. Yeah,
All right.
no, it's wild. I don't get it at all. Like we would roll joints and then put like a little bit of like a little thin snake on the inside of the joint
Dude,
of dabs. That was
yes,
good because then it just kind of
exactly.
coats and
You just
it
put a
keeps it
little on
lit
the
longer.
outside, like what we would do. We'd put a little bit of dab down on the thing. You don't want to waste it now. The shit dab will do you. So you fucking put it on the thing and then you rub it on the outside just enough to glisten the paper and not rip the paper or nothing. And then you could just light it and it's normal and it sizzles a little bit. and that's how you knew it was a
Yep.
good, wet joint that wasn't, wasn't a wet, you know what I mean by wet, right? Like that's a different thing entirely.
Yeah.
But the dab wet joint anyway. But nowadays these kids are fucking putting the green, the purple, and the blue, and the fucking orange dab right down the fucking middle, and then they roll it up, and then they coat it in keef, and then they throw some fucking more dab on it, and it's like, homie, first, where did you
Yeah.
get all that weed?
Yeah,
How
for
the
real.
fuck? And have you seen these
What kind of
weed
job do you work, or
security
what kind of
awards?
allowance
Like,
do you
what the
get?
fuck, dude? Like, they
That
just,
I haven't seen.
oh my god, I'll look that one up too, man. Like, it's fucking crazy shit. So last question before we get started on these videos and talking about
Yeah.
Purple Trainwreck. What's your favorite stoner snack? Just like you get real high
Man,
and you're like, I need this. I need this in my life.
my favorite, just like junk food, is pizza. Always pizza.
Fuck yeah.
But
Brick
if
oven
I'm
pizza.
not around, if I'm not wanting to wait around for a pizza, it's like the guilty pleasure is just Taco Bell.
Oh god.
Taco Bell is like
Yep.
such a great stoner or drunk
It
late
is.
night
And they
thing,
know it. And they fucking advertised
but
it
they're
as
so
such.
expensive now.
Well, they did that
It used to also be
throwback
cheap.
menu, and I could still get that
Yeah.
cheesy bean and rice for like $1. So like that's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. But yeah, I mean that it's guilty pleasure and I always regret it the next day. But yeah, that's like
Oh
my
yeah.
my go-to junk food when I'm stoned, or if I don't want to sit around for a pizza, yeah, that's because I don't just buy like Domino's or Papa John's or any of that. Like if I'm getting pizza, I'm going to like an actual good place.
Oh dude, yeah. And there's like a couple of like local places where I live that are pretty, they're like different too. Like there's a brick oven pizza, and then there's a fucking one that's I think it's just conveyor belt, but like the way they do their hand tossed is pretty damn good, and they sell tacos right next to it, which is weird as fuck.
Oh, nice.
But like I
We
dig
have a pizza
it.
taco place here too, actually, funny enough. It's called Taco Pizza or something like that. And it's like I've never gone because I just find it weird. And there's a lot of really good pizza places around here. So I'm like, I don't want to risk it, but it gets a lot of good reviews.
Gotta
Now,
try it.
are they good reviews because of the pizza or the tacos? I don't know, but
You
it
gotta
does get a
try it
lot of good
twice now,
reviews.
because and that's how they did. That's how they get you. It's like you got to come in once for the pizza, once for the tacos.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, there's a couple of places like that here. Like we also have a sushi and Thai place, which is decent. But it's like, okay, but do I get sushi this time or Thai?
Oh yeah.
But that one I've gone, and they're pretty good either way. But yeah, the taco pizza place, it's like there's so many good pizza places. Do I really want to take a chance that the pizza's the shitty one and the tacos are good?
Well, ours too is called like Hip Pocket Pizza. So they were a pizza place first, and then they just started serving chips. And then I guess somebody was like, "Hey, do you guys sell tacos?" And they're like, "Fuck it, we can sell tacos." It was just like a slow transition, I guess. It was kind of cool to see because over the like 10 years I've been with my wife, we've watched this like little place just sell pizza, and then they slowly rolled in the tacos over time, and I'm like, all right, they heard me. I feel like I'm noticed.
Hey man, that's good though. You can kill two birds with one stone. It's not a normal combo, but like sometimes the wife wants pizza and you want tacos, or vice versa,
And
and
my
then you
wife
just
hates
go to that
tacos,
spot.
and that's the thing. I don't know if they overheard us talking or what, but like after I got married to her, like 2 years later, I was like, I'm fucking stuck now. You already fucking married me and whatnot, but like you hate tacos. You actually hate tacos, and she's like, I don't like them. I don't know, man. I'm like, God
What's
damn
there to
it.
not like? It's like
They
meat,
got
a
everything's
corn
good.
tortilla, and some onions and cilantro. Like, what's there to not like?
I don't know, man. She's crazy. um.
Well,
All right.
they all
So,
are, right?
oh, dude, yeah. So, we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna talk about weed now. Actually. uh,
Sounds good.
fucking a, dude. That was a good interview. I feel like I did an all right job. Thank you. For coming
No,
on and
hey, it
doing
was
that with me,
great.
man.
You can hit me up anytime.
Fuck yeah, dude. If you just see me too and just be like, hey, open up your fucking Discord. I want to come on.
All right.
Spirit tried to do that a couple times, but forgive me if it fucks up because I do use Linux and I fucking didn't have Discord open once and it was like update Discord. And I was like, oh, I don't remember the command to just update Discord. I have to update everything. And it was like a day before
Oh,
it actually
man.
fucking did it. Because I waited too long. Anyway, let's get started, man. Let's talk about some stuff. Let's switch the gears. I have a tab right here. Boom. And then I need to bring you up, put you over here so I can still see you. And then share the screen so you see what the fuck is going on. All right. So we're going to talk about Purple Trainwreck because I specifically asked John here what his favorite strain was, and he said, what was it, Purple Tangy or Purple Trainwreck? Is that right?
There's quite a few of them. It's like depends on what I'm wanting out of my high.
Right.
But Purple Trainwreck, it like we were talking about earlier, like as far as a walking around strain, Purple Trainwreck is perfect.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It really is. It really brings up.
That's some sexy looking weed.
You're
dude.
just smiling.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I tried to get some Purple Trainwreck tonight, but it was only in like a infused pre-roll, and I was like, if I'm gonna spend like $10, I'm just gonna get some weed, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very short-lived strain when it was around the Bay Area, because Trainwreck itself was the original of that
Oh, I
branch
see why
of
you
strain,
like it. Oh god,
and
dude, Trainwreck
it was
and
very
Mendo?
popular in the Bay Area. But
I've had
then
Mendocino.
Purple
That shit
Trainwreck came out.
rules. Sorry. Fucking Discord.
No. But yeah, the Purple Trainwreck, it's a different kind of high. It's like you're talkative, you're smiling, but you're not like overly. You don't look like a stoner if you oversmoke it.
You feel normal.
You can talk, and yeah,
You're
you
not
can
all
talk and
nervous in
have a
front of
normal
people and shit because
conversation.
you don't know if they
But
know.
yeah, honestly, I would say it takes away inhibitions a little bit, right?
Hell
To
yeah.
be completely honest, like it just made me very talkative when I smoked it.
That's fucking cool.
And you know, it gives you a nice little buzz that you still have energy. You're not feeling like I need to sit down or I'm getting sleepy or none of that. It's just the taste is good, but it's, you know, Purple Tangy is the one that I said was like the flavor was like probably my favorite. This one doesn't taste bad though, but for me this one is for the high. Like it's just such a great one.
Let me look up Purple Tangy too.
I don't know if Ray is still out there, but he might know about it if he is.
Hey, James is over there and Ray over in the YouTube chat. How's it going, guys?
Oh, they're on YouTube. I saw Ray in the Rumble.
I seen him on Rumble a little bit ago, and he goes, "Is this chat more lit?" I suppose so. All right. I just wanted to look at Purple Tangy real quick. Oh my god, dude, I love purple weed. Like, first off, let's get that out of the gate. Purple weed
it's just
rules.
pretty. It's beautiful.
It's pretty. It looks great. Like, it smells good. Like, almost all the time. Look at that. Oh my god. And you did extract, so you know like what really good weed looks like. Because like when you make an extract, you need to get some damn fine terps, and you need to get some damn fine like THC content. The fucking stems and shit of those crystals coming off, you know?
Yeah, when you make so there's another form of extract. It's not a different form per se, but it's like a slightly different process. So normally when you extract, you have the bud and it's fully dried out, like how it would normally be when you want to go sell it.
Mm-hmm.
There's another process where you freeze it before you just bag it up and freeze it, and then you process it right out of that. and it's called live resin, which
Yes.
you don't lose any of the flavor at all. It because you're in the drying process. When you, I don't know if you've ever been like in a big grow room or anything, but as it's drying, all that smell you're smelling is terpenes just like dissipating into
Dying.
oxygen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I've
But
never
when
been
you
by
do
a big grow up, but I assumed that's what that was. It's just dying.
but when you freeze it like that, you're getting all this extra terpenes that you wouldn't get normally.
So, have you heard of Patitella then? Or Patitella? Fucking goddamn it. Hang on. I'll show you. Jolly Roger on YouTube had made a video where he traveled to fucking damn it. I keep hitting the wrong buttons.
What strain did you smoke tonight, by the way?
Okay, so I was trying to get fucking some purple Trainwreck tonight or purple Tangy, but I couldn't find either. So I grabbed some Gorilla Glue number 4 is what I'm smoking tonight.
That's a very potent strain.
I love it.
Like, when I was in California, the Gorilla, there was Gorilla Glue, which was that's another really good one too. Like that's another like a honorable mentions strain for me. Like very good hybrid. There's a couple of different cuts of it. There's also like a more indica heavy cut, but there was one that they did. It was Gorilla Glue mixed with Grape Ape. It was called Gorilla Grape, and that one had like 30% THC, which I don't even know how it's possible, but allegedly the tests came back and it was 30 something percent.
That's kick ass. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So Patella is what I was trying to think of. Have you ever seen this?
No.
So I covered this already on the show, but like this is a really cool thing. It's a new type of hash extract. It's a water extract where they freeze the buds first. That's what reminded me of it. And then after they freeze the buds, they run it through ice water and they mold it into this like fucking brick basically. And it just looks so goddamn good. Look at that shit. Fucking try to get a good shot of them cutting it because it just like cuts off like a fucking roll, dude. It's ridiculous. Yeah, look at this. God damn.
Wow.
It looks really good.
Well, that's
and
new. That's definitely
it was
new.
in Barcelona, I believe. And that was Frutella is the strain that they're cutting. Oh, god
Spain,
damn.
the whole Mediterranean area has a very big like hash culture. Just because of Morocco is like kind of where was the epicenter of like old school hash making. There was a guy named he passed away, but he was
like
named,
actual
Frenchy
traditional
Cannoli.
like,
was, like
what we
super
know as
famous.
hash, right?
Yeah.
Because like I'm not trying to be like interrupt you or whatever, but like Indians, they would fucking do charas. So they would you know what that is, right?
What's that?
Okay, charas is where they would grab the bud and rub their Indian hands all over it, and they would get black all over their hands, and
way to not live up to the stereotype, India.
The special spices in their hands would they fucking seriously though, they would rub the buds and the trichomes would break off and they would just gently rub the buds, and it was a way to get extract from the buds while they were growing, and then the terpenes and the fucking trichomes would just grow back on the plant after a while. So then they would scrape their hands with a knife to get all the fucking extract off, roll it into a ball, and then you would have this black ball that's called charas, and I'll show you an image. And that's why the green pill, by the way, because I am interested in this kind of shit, and I want to look into this. You know what I mean?
There's another. I don't know if they have it where you're at. There was a guy who was also from Miami. I'm pretty sure because his name was Cuban Grower, and he had mastered this technique called dry sift hash, where basically he somehow, I don't know the exact process, but he would end up with just pure trichomes at the end, and it's like a little, like, it looks like sand basically.
Oh,
except
wow.
you can press it just with pressure and it kind of forms little dabs. If you can find that, you should definitely try it, because that retains a whole lot of flavor and it's completely 100% natural, like no
Is it
weird
like where they would
stuff.
just like break it off in the fucking, they would freeze it in like in bags of like sub-zero temperatures, and then they would just like take the bag out and fucking the bottom would just be lined with the trichomes and shit. I think that's what you're talking about. I don't know. I could be wrong. But
those bags typically are used for water extraction, but oh yeah, that's gross. I
It's
don't want
very
any
gross.
of that.
But it is a way, if you're, wanting to grow, and you could lightly touch your buds and make some dabs before it's ready. It's gross, but you can do it.
No, I'm not Indian, so
I don't have the special spices. I can't do it.
yeah, no, there's no herbs and spices on my hands.
So real quick, I swear we're gonna talk about Purple Trainwreck sometime, but real quick, the Lung Buster. Have you ever seen this guy?
Oh god, no.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
what up, YouTube?
This guy doesn't look like he's healthy enough to try this lung buster.
No, and it's very funny. Nowadays, he does videos where he walks and drinks water.
Jolioli coming at ya for
Does not smoke. He walks and drinks water.
custom grow 420.
Said I broke my brain. I broke my lungs. My smoke shop failed.
From this
and
video,
now I
like-
walk.
After this video, he stopped.
No, he did a few more videos and he got a little bit more fame. And then he actually opened up a pipe shop. And then the pipe shop, I think, failed. And then after that, he just started like doing weird videos where he would just vlog and walk.
Wow.
It was kind of cool. Like, this guy like made some money on YouTube and shit. He a pretty big figure or whatever. I remember seeing him whenever I was in like middle school.
18 over channel design for cannabis patients and adults. Alright, man. In this one, the Lung Buster, 30 inches of doom.
30 inches of doom, John.
Oh my god,
This
that's
video is going to go
insanity.
I know, dude. What the fuck?
up into the crazy hit library, and this video is all for fun. If at any point in time you enjoy this video, make sure you give this video the thumbs up.
All the YouTube things. In fact, hey, before we watch this guy die of smoke inhalation, hit the like button. Share me out on your favorite social medias. Also follow Mr. Jon Titor. He's also the host of The Third Rail. I have his links down in the description box down below, so go click him and go follow that guy. Whether on Rumble or YouTube, that's the links I grabbed anyway.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Why is the liquid red?
I don't know. I see that he has like other ones up here. I think it's just aesthetic or something, because there's green up here. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Is it cleaner and so it doesn't get dirty? I don't know. That's weird. I don't think I would want cleaner
No, you got me.
when
now.
I'm smoking. What the fuck is that?
Right?
I never questioned. I never questioned that the entire time I've ever watched these, and I've watched them like a few times with friends and shit, and I'm like, wow, yeah, it is red. Why are those green? Why does this one have a fucking mustache? Like,
There's on the bottom. There's a clear one too. So I don't even know.
yeah, this one's like clear water.
Did I lose you?
That's
Oh, no.
weird. Nope, that's not one hit, you son of a bitch. I feel cheated.
Oh god! Oh god!
The rest of that's gonna be stale too, dude.
I know.
Ah!
Oh, of
Oh,
I felt that go inside my head.
oh, you guys see that? Oh my goodness. It's absolutely just sweeping. Oh, major. Oh man, smoking out of a big old ball like that. Oh, it just delivers a different type of hit. Oh,
God. So that was the 30 inches of doom.
That's insanity.
Okay, so on the green pill here, we like to break down strains and try to figure out their chemical makeup down to like the base strain that it came off of, because you know about landrace strains where they're all strains that barely have been touched by man and all this other stuff, right?
Yep.
So that's what
Yeah,
we're trying to
definitely.
do, is go from purple Trainwreck all the way down to whatever. I'm guessing OG Kush. I don't know. But to do that, I grab a couple websites. I just kind of read off of Leafly, and All Bud is pretty good. And we kind of, we kind of just jump through all the stuff here and try to figure out exactly what the makeup is and stuff. Trainwreck and Granddaddy Purple. See, that's the thing. I'd rather grab it on this because it didn't even show Granddaddy Purple in the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I'm just looking into this. Okay, so Trainwreck is a cross of a landrace. So straight up. So Trainwreck didn't get its name or claim to fame in the marijuana community for no reason at all. This exhilarating hybrid strain has mind-blowing components that will hit you like a train just after a couple of hits. Combination of two strains, Mexican and Thai. One of them in Indica Afghani. So all three of those together make up Trainwreck. Ooh. John left. I guess I bored him. Okay, and then Granddaddy Purple is Big Bud and Purple Urkel. Oh, he's back.
Accidentally fucking. You see me?
Yeah, I see you. You're back.
Sorry about that. I accidentally fucking was trying to set these quality because I was having reading the thing. I guess like stream quality from your screen. And definitely close to Discord.
Oh no, you're starting to cut out.
Can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. So, Trainwreck, you said it's two land races,
It's
Mexican
three,
and
actually.
Thai.
Mexican, Thai,
Okay.
and Afghani. And it's an
Oh,
80-20 sativa dominant split. 18 to 25% THC. And then Granddaddy Purple is a cross between Big Bud and Purple Urkel. Purple Urkel,
Right, and that's like super indica.
right? I remember smoking Purple Urkel back in the day, actually, because back when I was buying weed off the couch, my buddy was just like, hey, man, Purple Urkel. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, come over.
When I
remember
was
that
out there
shit.
in California, I bought it just because of how purple it was. But it was like considered an older, like not really in strain at the time. But
Yeah, I bet Mindo Perps
if you like
better.
indica, that was a good one.
I bet you they liked Mindo Perps better over there. Because Mindo is fucking awesome.
No, that had fallen out by then too.
Really? I liked Mindo.
I was out there like late 2013, early 2014 is when I moved out there, and I was there till like halfway through 2017. And yeah, I mean, you would see it once in a while, but it wasn't like all over the place like you would think. When I was out there, the big strain that everyone wanted to have, and it was not everyone had it, but everyone wanted it, was Girl Scout cookies. Girl Scout cookies
really?
was like maybe 6 months into its popularity, and it was there were certain dispensaries where you could get it, and other ones where it's like, we just don't have it, we can't get enough. Yeah,
dude,
it was
that's
like that. Girl
that's
Scout
fucking
cookies,
nuts.
another good one too.
I liked Girl Scout cookies, but like I didn't think it was that good. I like these purple strains better than Girl Scout cookies, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Like I remember smoking Girl Scout cookies back in the day, and I think I even liked Headband better, like the OG Headband. It's now, John, I don't know if you've ever smoked OG Headband. That shit actually does give you a fucking
We
headband.
ran some.
All right,
We ran some. We processed it. That was a
All
pretty
right.
good one.
See, like straight up real headband though will give you the headband. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's
Yeah.
a real fucking thing. Like it's this certain nerve or something that it fucking rests or something. It just, oh, that shit rules. My buddy had big migraines and he's gone now, but he when he smoked Headband, that he was like, dude, it helps out so much. It's like this certain nerve that goes into your sinuses and shit. And like that sinus was fucked up because of one of his infected teeth. And then that gave him migraines all the time.
Oh.
And
Ouch.
that fucking strain specifically though, he was like, dude, this one helps out so much because it's just like this band that fucking of healing basically.
Numbed it out for him.
Yeah, it numbed out that certain spot, you know. So Mindo Purps is a Purple Urkel is a cross between Mindo Purps and Purple Mendocino. Which, what's the difference between Purps and? That's weird. Okay, Mendocino Purps is the same thing as Purps. Because we're just getting in a loop now of Purps and Mendocino Purps.
Is this like a trick question? Is this like, what is a woman? A woman is anyone who identifies as a woman?
I fucking guess, dude. Like, what the fuck?
What is Mendocino Purple? Mendocino Purple
It's
is the
Mino-
Purps. What is
it's
the Purps?
Mendocino
Purps,
Purple.
Mendocino.
See, like, when shit like this
The
happens...
Purps I've had, I didn't know that was Mendocino Purple. That's weird. So
Right?
Trainwreck is just double Mendocino Purple?
I guess? No, wait.
It could be 2 different cuts of Mendocino Purple. So
It's-
you know how cuts work, right?
Okay, yeah, with different phenotypes and how it was bred. and
Yeah,
shit.
so like OG Kush is
Okay, what
2
was Big
strains
Bud, then?
together, right?
Hang on, what was Big Bud?
That I'm not sure.
Okay, Afghani and Skunk. So there we go. That kind of splits it up a little bit. It's Big Bud and Granddaddy Purple make Purple Trainwreck. There we go. So then, see, I got lost in the fucking weeds. It gets that way. But yeah, Afghani's a base strain, so we don't have to look into that. And I believe Skunk is a cross of. No, it's a base strain too. It looks like. Yeah, because Skunk was like a big fucking thing actually, and I need to cover that strain one sometime, but I haven't done it yet. All right, so
Can you find like just plain old skunk from back in the day? In your area?
I don't know if I can. I can check. There's C4 does that it's the people that I bought the the fucking goddamn it. I can't fucking speak. The glue, the original glue from, and they've been trying to bring back some older strains and stuff, so maybe I need to look into them and see if they have some.
Yeah.
All right, so we like to ask Grok about weed because it's fun.
Okay.
So we're gonna ask Grok. Grok, give me all the information. on the cannabis strain. Purple Trainwreck. And it's on expert now, and it just got upgraded and shit to like Grok 4 or whatever the fuck. So like, hopefully it'll give us a good answer. And if it doesn't,
It's searching on X. I wonder, are there a lot of posts about Purple Trainwreck on X?
I guess so. It just like brings up my show. It's like, hey, this Professor Grass guy's talking about it. You know, you could do like this, like, I don't know if where the fuck I did it. I clicked on it once on X, but like there's this thing where you can like summarize what your page is. And it was like, oh yeah, he talks about weed, he plays video games, and he has issues with Linux sometimes. And I'm like, God damn it. That's part of the summary. Let's see here. Cross of Trainwreck and Mendocino Perps, which it says it is also known as Granddaddy Purple, which is not accurate. The robot got something wrong again. Let's see. Buds are visually striking, featuring deep green leaves, the violet or purple hues, often accented by dark red hairs of a frosty layer of crystal trichomes. Fluffy yet dense and spiraled structure, the purple coloration intensifies in cooler temperatures during flowering. Okay.
There were people that would like cheat the system for making their buds purple. Do you know about this?
Oh, to change
So
the
if you-
temperature?
Yeah, if you put ice water at the, I think it's like in the last week or so, into the bucket, if you use ice water to water them instead of regular water, they'll turn purple. So there's people that do that, like to buds that aren't even supposed to be purple. But there's actual purple buds that grow purple, but there's also ways to cheat it.
Right. And that's the thing too. The ones that grow purple, it has a certain terpene or whatever in it. I think it's the same thing that like lavender has. I can't remember what the fuck that's called, but there's a certain thing that lavender has, and it's the same thing that the purple thing. It's like a purple gene kind of thing that certain things have. Like what the fuck those Japanese potatoes are called? I know that sounds stupid when I say it like that. Umami or what the fuck? That you peel it and it's fucking purple. It's because it has that same kind of gene in it. It's a fucking purple plant. And that purple is also, like, that gene is like a superfood. So technically speaking, purple weed is a superfood. Which is pretty tight. Just saying.
I'm sure it would be if you ate it. Like, apparently, there's people that juice weed, not not decarboxylated, so like you're not gonna get high off of it. I mean, you might get a little bit, but not really.
It's for like
and it's supposed to be really good for you.
Oh yeah, it's for like gut health and shit like that. I've heard about that. And weed is so good. Like, I know that sounds stupid coming from a stoner or whatever, but like straight up, dude, like it's got some shit in it that helps with your body, man. Like, we have cannabinoid receptors, so like it's just kind of part of the fucking ecosystem, you know? Like, I wouldn't doubt like some caveman was rubbing cannabis on some fucking shit and ate it, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, I also have this stuff called permanent marker.
What's that?
I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. It's from Sense. God damn, it smells good. Okay. Let me grind this up real quick, but while I'm doing that, THC range is 15 to 26%. That seems accurate from what we were reading earlier. 0.1 to 1% CBD. Dominant terpenes are mycene, carbophylline, and terpene. This is a weird question. I didn't think about asking you until now. What's your favorite terpene profile? Like as far as like trying to get like flavors and for like effect kind of thing.
As far as like the two combined, like
Yeah.
my favorite flavor that also has a really good effect, man, I really liked blue cheese a lot.
Ooh.
It was a little bit more indica dominant.
Is
Not,
that like Blue Dream and
I mean, at
fucking
least it didn't
cheese?
feel.
Oh.
Yeah, but you could definitely taste the blue more than you could on regular Blue Dream. I don't know, it popped, and
Nice.
it had a good combination of the two. Like it smelled and tasted like blueberry and cheese.
Nice.
It was really, really good.
Um,
That one was pretty good for as far as like overall like flavor and effect combined. Yeah, that might have been. It's up there. It's definitely
that
up
sounds good, dude. Yeah. Cause like I think mine would probably like what was it? It's not diesel. It's glue. There was a cheese glue, and I can't remember for the life of me. I can't remember what the fuck the strain was. I think it was like LA Confidential or something like that. And it was this cheese and glue like cross somewhere down the line. And I remember looking it up and everything, getting all excited about it because I was like, hell yeah, this is neat. And that shit fucking rules because it's like a diesel that's like heavy and it'll fucking just conk you,
Yeah, when I first got there, the grow that had just finished, they had a little bit of LA Confidential, and we ran it a couple times. But God, it was so early in the time I was there that I don't really remember what it tasted like at all. I tasted so many weeds when I was out there that like some
Shit
of them
started
really
blending.
pop in my memory. But yeah, a lot of them, it's like, because a lot of the strains, let's be real, are a lot of the same crossovers, or this one that's two crossovers with this other one that's two crossovers, and then you blend them back together and they're not really distinct.
Yeah.
Do you guys have gelato out there?
Yeah. Gelato. Fuck. It's gelato something like 45 or something weird. Like it's a number. 54 maybe. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Gelato something.
When I was in California, there was a 20-something, a 30-something, and a 40-something. And if I remember right, the 20-something was the one that was like, they were all really good strains. If I remember right, it was like Girl Scout with something, but the 20-something was the one that was like, whoa, this is the best out of all of them for sure.
Hell yeah. Fucking.
I think it was 25, if I remember right.
I think mine was like 45 or something like that, or 54. Like I have dyslexia too, so like you ask me to tell you a number, and I'm like, I don't know. It's either this or that, like because it could be backwards because I'm fucking retarded. So, just a real quick growing question that I had thought about here. Whenever I had Ray on, I pulled some seeds out of this strain that I got, and I thought I was being cool and creative, and I got a strain called Artificial Red because I was like, oh hey, markers or Artificial Red, all this other shit, and on Leafly's website it even spelled out art, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, and I got that strain, and my dumbass bought an ounce of it riddled with seeds. So I grabbed the seeds and started to germinate them just after the interview I did with Ray, and they've grown a good amount actually, and I can show off a picture actually real quick because I actually have a picture prepped up. Just let me get over to my thing here. I have 3. This is like my second grow, by the way. I am very new to growing cannabis, but I love cannabis. And ever since I've tried it, I've fucking been hooked. You know, like this is fun. You know, but I've learned techniques and shit from like old heads and fucking hippies and shit that I've worked with, or my uncles or parents or whatever the fuck, you know. And it's just, it's fun. It's fun to me. See you later, James. Thanks for stopping by, dude. But so this is just before I just trimmed these girls right here, and they're starting to try to bush out like this one here. And I was wondering too, though, because like how they look so different. They're the same strain. Like,
but they're from seeds, right?
Yeah, they're from a bag seed. So do you think it could be like some of it's GMO and some of it's red pop? Because that's the two main strains that cross to make artificial red.
It could just be that. So back in the day when they would make a strain, in order for it to be considered like a stable strain that they would sell seeds out of and everything, they had to recross it. I think it's like 5 times and get the basically like solidify the genetics. So they'd cross it, then they'd breed it with itself and do that like 5 times until you get to a point where, okay, it's like uniform, the one you want. But now they probably don't do that anymore, if I had to guess, just because it's so time consuming to get a strain to be that stable. So it's probably just a bag of seeds from that cross, and every single plant could technically come out different if that's the case.
So I don't even know what I'm growing then.
But I don't know that for sure. Well, you're growing a cross with whatever artificial red is.
It's artificial red on the bag.
Question.
So like, is it just the breakdown of the previous strain just under it? Like, how does that work?
Well, if it's not a stabilized artificial red, then it would be basically you're just getting the 2 strains that are crossed with it, but you could get any number of different phenotypes in that bag, basically. Because if you cross a strain with it, like if you cross 2 strains, there could be hundreds of phenotypes, unless it's like a stabilized strain, like what I was telling you, where you have recrossed it with itself, like you found the right phenotype that you like, recrossed it, found the right phenotype again, they do it. It's like 5 times or something like that.
That's
in order to get it
so
to where it's like every
but for like
seed in the
plants.
bag. Well, you definitely need more than 1 drop.
Kind of.
It's like the
I
opposite
guess I'm
of
a
the
little
1 drop,
off.
actually.
Yeah, it's the opposite. Yeah. Fuck. All right, so I think I'm done talking about weed. We could move on to videos if you're down for some videos.
Definitely.
All right. I gotta switch whole ass accounts so my shit don't get clogged up with my fucking prep. I got some weird shit tonight, man. I know you cover politics, so I did grab a couple of things that are politic adjacent. We don't try to cover politics here because I had a whole separate channel for politics. I did on Rumble called Political Paraphernalia, but I stopped after a while. So we'll just watch some videos, man. I'm gonna stop the